What's going on, trucking junkies? Oh, we're leaving Maverick here in North Little Rock. We went and picked up some bar yesterday in Fort Smith after going to Tulsa yesterday morning. Then we came back here because we're going to North Carolina for tomorrow. Today is Tuesday. I'm a little rusty at this. It's been about a week and a half since I've done any filming. Sorry, not a week and a half. 2.5 weeks. That's right. Hugo is off the truck. He's graduated. You guys got to see a little bit of him. His second week on the truck, man, we got sick. He didn't get as sick as I did, but I lost my voice, coughing and sneezing, some kind of head cold, man. It was horrible. And it went down into my chest, and that was bad. So yeah, it's been a little bit. He graduated last week. Got off the truck last week. He's in graduating class this week. But anyway, I still got a little bit of the cough. It's a lot better than it was. Yup. But anyway, we're going to, like I said, we're going to North Carolina. We got to be there by 1 p.m. tomorrow. We have plenty of time to get there. Probably could have slept in a little bit this morning, but yeah, I'll get the day started. And besides, my stinking cat, one of them, Ferris, 10 till 6 this morning. Here he comes. Meow. Meow, wanting outside. That boy's got a way to go outside. He just doesn't want to use it because it confines him into his catio, so whatever. Now, I don't know what I'm going to talk about today. We'll talk about something though. We're going to get our butts down the road. Let's go. So we're done with our break. That place is hard to get in and out of, man. They're coming in here like this place is on fire. On fire, I tell you. So last week I got home on Thursday. And, you gonna let me out, dude? You gonna let me out? No. I'm just gonna keep on barreling through anyway. So last week I got home on Thursday. I had a doctor's appointment, dentist appointment on Friday. But I got home in time to go to our annual HOA meeting. That was fun. So there's been all these posts flying on Facebook on our HOA page about transparency and where our money is going. And the guy just gonna walk right into me, I guess. Like I said, about where all our money is going, because we pay. It's not a lot. I mean, we pay $185 a year for our HOA dues. This year or next year, it's going to go up to $200 a year. And there's 500 homes that pay HOA dues. All right. So we've not heard any financials since the last meeting, which was in April of last year. I didn't get to go to it because I was out on the road, and they held it like on a Tuesday night or some kind of crap like that. But anyway, there was a post on Facebook talking about a special assessment of $110 for our swimming pool. Not my pool personally, but our community has a pool. And I couldn't get any straight answers on what that was because I'd never seen that letter until it showed up on Facebook one day. It's like it didn't come to my house. So I couldn't get any straight answers for it. Every time I posted something on Facebook asking about this special assessment of $110, you know, and when we're supposed to pay that, I just kept getting answers from the board like, well, call me and we'll talk about it. And I'm like, I don't want to call you. Like, that's why I posted this on Facebook, because I don't want to call you. I don't want you to have my phone number, honestly. You know, so that's why I went to the meeting. That, and they were electing new board members, so they give us all. So we get to the meeting, right? And there's a bunch of people there. There's, you know, not 500 households worth, but there's probably, I don't know, 75 to 100 people there, right? And it got heated. I thought there was gonna be fist fights in the back, man. Me and my wife and a neighbor of ours down our cul-de-sac, we all sat together and just kind of laughed at everybody. But so the pool is almost 50 years old, and they had to do almost $50,000 worth of work to it this past year, and that's what that special assessment was for. Well, apparently, I got an answer the other night, and apparently the people that lived there before us got that letter before we moved in, and they went ahead and paid that, so I didn't have to pay that $110. Fine. Okay. And I don't really have a horse in this race because I have a pool. I don't go to the community pool. I go to my backyard. That's where I go. Okay. You know, but I understand it's a community draw, and, you know, it gives the kids a place to go during the summer, and, you know, they don't have to pay for it. The parents can just kind of, you know, let the lifeguards take care of their kids, I guess. But my thing was this, and I asked them, you know, how many people go to that pool, and they're like, they were kind of, you know, jacking around and not really wanting to give an answer. And I'm like, look, you guys keep a list of the people that come to that pool, because you got to know that they live in the community, right? Yes. And you've seen the list, right? Yes. Estimate how many people come to the pool. It's not that hard, you know. Well, the guy that was holding the meeting, he determined that on a daily basis during the week, during the summer, it's like 35 people or so. On the weekends, it's like 100 people a day. So, okay, not a problem. You know, I made the suggestion, though, is if we're gonna have to spend, you know, 50 grand on this pool every few years, getting leaks fixed, getting the filters changed out, you know, stuff like that, build a new pool. You know, give us an assessment, you know, for 5 years, raise our rate for, you know, 5 to whatever, 6, 7 years, you know, and completely fix the pool. And when it's completely fixed, everything's redone, you know, it'll last another 50 years, bring our rate back down. You know, but it's whatever. There's a lot of elderly people that live in our community. you know, and I'm sure they're on fixed incomes and they don't need a higher rate. I get it, right? But I sure don't want to be nickel and dimed every 2 years. You know, $110 here, $200 there, and just rebuild the goddamn thing. That's all I'm saying. Needless to say, the other thing that really got people worked up was salaries. All right, so the board is supposed to be a volunteer position, right? Well, there are some members on the board that do things around the neighborhood, like mowing common areas. We have sidewalks that like between my house and my neighbor's house, on the on the left-hand side. If you're looking at my house, there is a sidewalk that goes in between our property, and then behind my property it connects to other sidewalks for the neighborhood people to walk, right? Common areas. All right, that's one of the perks of living in a neighborhood like ours, I guess, is you have common areas, you have places to walk, it's all lit, you know, it's a nice area. Well, people were in an uproar because when they gave us the statement on financials for the year, they didn't split up salaries. Salaries was $54,000, which is almost half of the money that they collect, right at half, you know, and they I don't know why they just didn't spell it out. It would have saved a whole lot of argument and yelling at them. It's like they tried to hide it and thought nobody was going to call them out on it or whatever, but Lord, did people call them out on it. So they broke it down. $23,000 went to lifeguard salaries. And one of our board members was one of the lifeguards, so he got paid. Okay? No big deal. If he does the work, pay the man. I get it, right? However, I don't know about y'all, but I went to Red Cross lifeguard school, okay? I have worked as a lifeguard when I was a kid. Not often, but I did, all right? And when we got paid, it was like, now, granted, I'm 51 years old. I get it. Things have changed, you know, but we got paid like $5 an hour, all right? That's about it, you know? And the perks of you know, looking at girls in bikinis. I mean, you know, I was young, whatever. But these people are making $18 an hour lifeguarding. I don't know about y'all, but that's a lot of money to stand there and watch people swim. I guess that's the going rate, whatever. So that left $31,000 in salaries that people wanted explained. And they did. It was our $31,000 went to our board president for him to manage the pool for 3 months and to do some odd ends around the community, right? That's the way he put it. Well, like I said, that didn't set well with people. And he resigned. And then another board member resigned. We elected 5 new board members. Eventually, we'll know who those are. They didn't do any counting that night. They should have went ahead and did all the counting that night. You know, they waited until the end of the night to do it. And then you know, we're going to have, you know, other people come in and count it. I think they should have just did it that night and just went ahead and counted the vote and been done with it. That's just me, though. So, my advice to anybody out there, do your research on your HOA and really find out if you want to be in that neighborhood with that HOA. I don't care. I love my house. My wife and I stay to ourselves. You know, we know people in the neighborhood, you know, on our street. You know, that's about it. You know, there are people that we talk to. You know, we've got the Griffins that live across the street. Very nice. They've got 3 kids. One of them almost grown. There's Mr. Pete down the road, retired military, retired government, really nice guy. There's Kathy and Bo that live across from Mr. Pete, very nice people. And then my neighbors, Miss Kim on one side of us, very nice lady. And then the doctor that lives on the other side of us, I can't remember his name. He works nights, so I don't see him very often. We've talked a few times, but that's about it. But other than that, my wife and I, we stick to ourselves. So the HOA, they can go and fight all they want about this, that, and the other thing. I really don't care. But you know, if I were going to be active in the community, then I would give a little bit of a crap. Might not have moved into that area, but who knows? We like the house. So that's just my advice for you for today. Research your HOA or don't go into one.